Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into one of the most powerful and, let's be real, one of the most confusing parts of our lives, love. I mean, it's a question we've all asked, right? It feels so incredibly personal and complicated. It's this crazy mix of our biology, our deepest emotions, and even the unwritten rules of society we all follow. But what if love isn't a total mystery? Well, the good news is psychologists have come up with frameworks that kind of give us a blueprint. It's not about taking the magic away, not at all, but it gives us a way to actually understand how love is built and what it's made of. Okay, so where do we even begin? Let's start by just decoding what we're actually talking about when we use that four-letter word. See, when you look at it through the lens of psychology, love isn't just one single thing. It's this powerful combo of forces. Sure, it's that private feeling you have deep inside, but it's also a biological drive, the thing that keeps our species going. And on top of that, it's shaped by our culture and the world around us. So to really get this blueprint, we need to look at the three basic building blocks. And that brings us to one of the most famous theories in psychology. It's called Robert Sternberg's triangular theory of love, and it's actually a pretty simple, elegant idea. It suggests that all the different kinds of love we feel are really just a mix of three core ingredients. Think of them like the primary colors of love. So first up, you've got intimacy. This is the emotional core. It's that warmth, that feeling of being super close and connected to someone, that sense of just getting each other. Then there's passion. This is the motivational driver, the spark. It's that intense feeling, the romance, the physical attraction. It's the engine that really gets a relationship going. And the last piece of the puzzle, commitment. This is the thinking part of love. It's the conscious decision to love someone, and this is the important part, the choice to stick with that love, through thick and thin. Okay, so this is where it gets really fun, because when you start mixing and matching these three ingredients, intimacy, passion, and commitment, you end up with 7 totally different kinds of love that we all pretty much recognize in our own lives. Okay, check this out. This table breaks it all down perfectly. As you'll see, everything from a good friend to a lifelong partner is just a different recipe using those same 3 ingredients. We're going to walk through a couple of these, but just take a look at how it all comes together. So, for example, when you have passion all by itself, boom, that's infatuation. Think love at first sight. It's intense, but there's not much else holding it up yet. On the flip side, when you have intimacy on its own, you get liking. And that's the core of a real, true friendship. You have that deep connection, just without the romance. Now let's look at some of the mixes. You combine passion and commitment, but you don't have much intimacy yet. That's called fatuous love. It's that whirlwind romance where people jump into a commitment super fast. But if you swap that passion for intimacy and mix it with commitment, you get companionate love. This is that deep, steady, affectionate bond you see in really long friendships or happy, long-term relationships. So what's the ultimate goal here, according to the theory? It's what's called consummate love. This is the sweet spot. It's where all three, intimacy, passion, and commitment are all there and they're all in balance. It's the whole shebang. Okay, so we've got our 3 ingredients. We know what love is made of, but that doesn't tell us how to actually build it. So where do we get our first personal blueprint for putting it all together? Well, for pretty much all of us, that first blueprint gets drafted way back in childhood. There's this whole field called attachment theory, and it shows how our very first bonds with our parents or caregivers literally shape how we connect with people as adults. So here's how it's supposed to work, ideally. It starts with a solid foundation, consistent love and support. From there, a kid develops crucial skills like empathy and self-worth. The result? They develop what's called a secure attachment style. And of course, if that early care isn't so consistent, other patterns can pop up that might make relationships a bit trickier down the road. And this is so important because that early blueprint, it doesn't just disappear. It has this powerful ripple effect that can last a lifetime, and understanding it is a total game changer for personal growth. See, adults with that secure attachment style just have a better toolkit for relationships. They're usually better at communicating, handling conflict, and building trust. But here's the really good news. Even if you don't have a secure style, it's not a life sentence. It's more like a roadmap. It helps you understand your own patterns so you can start building healthier ones. And this is where it gets really, really powerful. When those securely attached people become parents themselves, they're way more likely to pass that healthy model on to their own kids. They create this amazing positive cycle of resilience that can literally strengthen a family for generations.
So, as we wrap this explainer up, I want to leave you with a question to think about. Using this blueprint, take a look at the important relationships in your own life. What ingredients are they made of? And what does your own personal blueprint for connection really look like?